What's up, guys? I'm over here at McKinney Falls Park here in Austin, Texas, getting a little bit of sun, taking a little walk. I'm at a Qigong event. Frank Kai is hosting it. Really awesome, learning a lot of cool information, more about energy and all this stuff, and I decided to go ahead and make a quick video for you guys. So, today I want to talk to you guys about communication and the importance of using our feelings when it comes to communicating. Because, most of us really don't use our feelings enough, especially when it comes to communicating with our partners, with friends, things like that. And it's not what we say, it's how we say things. You probably heard that before already, It's not just what we do, it's how we do it. And the how is heavily determined upon the way we feel. It's heavily determined about the feeling that we have when we're saying the words, the feeling that we have when we're taking that action, no matter what it is. Because if we are feeling happy and we're feeling good, let's just say, then when we say something, we have that come across in our tonality, comes across in our face, comes across in our body language, comes across in the speed of how we say it. Certain words we emphasize more. It comes across in everything that we do, our body language, just everything, And so people are really able to know what we mean. And so often when we are trying to say a certain message, telling somebody that we're, really happy or excited about something, but then our feelings don't match it. Our words might be something like, oh, I'm so happy, that you've so happy, let's say you just had a baby, I don't know, just pulling things out right now. So let's say, you say, I'm so happy you got a baby because, your friend just called you and, oh yeah, my wife just had a baby, or we just had a new addition. And then you go and meet them out for lunch or something and you tell them, like, oh yeah, I'm so happy for you. But your words might say that, but what happens if your face kind of looks like, yeah, that's great. I really don't care that much. It doesn't affect me. That's kind of in your life. I'm kind of actually dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, and therefore I'm not really excited. I'm just saying that to make you feel better because I know that's what you expect me to say. And so a lot of times that happens, to where our words say something, but our feelings say another thing. And so it gets really confusing for people. So then which one are they going to listen to? Are they going to listen to your words, or are they going to listen to the way you said it, your feelings when you're saying it? And so when it becomes really confusing, now people can't understand you completely, or they won't believe you. They'll say, he's not that genuine, or yeah, I don't know, I can't trust him, And so you don't want that to happen, you don't want that to happen, especially to people that are close to you, your friends and things like that. You want them to trust you. You want them to really know exactly where you're coming from. And if you're not feeling good and you're trying to tell somebody you're feeling good, you're lying to them. You might as well just tell them the truth. Hey, I'm really happy for you, but honestly, I'm dealing with some stuff, and so I'm just not really, really happy inside. So don't get it wrong. I'm really happy for you. I'm just dealing with my own stuff. That's the truth, for example. And it's better to tell the truth in that way than to go ahead and try to fake it, because people can tell. They may not say it in front of your face because they don't want to offend you. They don't want to open up that subject, They're like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to let it go. But they can tell. And so it's important for us to be able to come across and say what we really mean. Because the only reason why our thoughts and our feelings aren't aligned is because we're pretending a lot, We act like a certain persona. We go to this event, we go to this party. We're at work and we're supposed to feel all cheery and happy and like everything's all good. And sometimes it's not all good. And so we try to go ahead and fake it. And, You know, we try our best to fake it, but people can still tell. And so I'm not saying to go and just, if you're having a bad day, just tell everybody to, you know, you're pissed off at everybody. It's not their fault. You're just pissed off. I mean, I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying to really be able to use your feelings when you're communicating and try to tell the truth the best you can, you know, and you'll come across to not only be a better communicator, which affects everything from your relationship to your work, to your friendships and all that stuff. But, you know, it helps you not to have to put up that front, because it's kind of, you know, it's kind of uncomfortable. You know, I know we've been doing it for a long time and we get used to it. You know, when you're trying to put up a persona, you're just saying words, but you don't mean it. You know, you're just saying stuff that you really don't feel it. And, you know, but the only way to really come out to be genuine, come out to be truthful, and to build some really, really honest and good, wholehearted relationships is to be able to, you know, communicate with your feelings. Because people that care about you, you know, they want to know how you feel. And so often in our society, you know, people, we just kind of talk on the surface. You know what I mean? We just kind of talk about random stuff that doesn't really matter, and we don't really share how we really feel on things. You know, and I made a video talking about being vulnerable, and that's really a big thing. You know, people don't want to share their feelings because they don't want to feel vulnerable. They don't want to feel like, you know, like they're exposed, like people know too much about them, know the real them. Because if they know the real them, they may not like them. You know, they may not be able to accept them. You know, and so we try to put up this front, put up the persona. But while we do that, so this way we try to protect ourselves, at the same time, we can't connect. We can't have any intimacy. And intimacy, not in like sex and stuff, but intimacy in just our connection with people. We also lose that. And what happens is we've got our close friends, but we're not truly connected to them. We may talk a lot with them. You may be around them, but because you never communicate with your feelings, you never share how you feel about something, there's always this wall, you know? It's always just kind of surface level. And you know what I mean, you guys watching this video. Some people, you have these surface level conversations, and sometimes with certain people that you feel comfortable enough to really share your true self, those people you actually connect a lot more with. And those are the relationships that are really, really valuable. Those are the ones you actually feel comfortable and happy to be around. And all the others, you know, are just kind of like acquaintances. Even if you spend a lot of time with them, the relationship with them is still kind of like an acquaintance. No matter how much you know, like being around that person, enjoy being around the person, if you can't share your feelings, you can't open up, you're pretty much still on an acquaintance level, you know. So use your feelings to be able to communicate. You know, another thing is, how often do you have it to where you got this really, really awesome experience and you're trying to explain it to somebody, but you can tell they really don't understand it, and they really can't, because you're only just explaining it to them through words. And plus, even if you try to put in your feeling behind it, a lot of times when it comes to like explaining an event or an experience that you had that's really awesome or whatever it is, really the only way for them to truly know what you're saying is if they were there or if they experienced it themselves. So this way they can feel, you know, how it's like. An experience is a feeling. An experience is not like, it's not like a group of thoughts. It's not like, hey, you know, here's all this stuff that happened here, and now I experienced it. We experience through our feelings. If we didn't feel the actual experience, then we never experienced it, you know. And so feeling comes from all of our senses. Like our senses can pick it up, but we got to be able to feel it in our body. And so the world now is moving slowly and more towards it, because when we use our mind too much and we don't use our feelings to help us communicate and help us, you know, explain things, you know, we start to turn more into, you know, kind of into like robots and stuff, man. You know, kind of to where we're not able to come from the heart, because feelings are derived, you know, right here in our chest. And so it's very important if we go ahead and learn to open up our feelings and learn to communicate through our feelings along with our words, we become a lot more powerful at communicating, people understanding exactly how we feel about things and what our true message is that we're trying to relay. And when we are a better communicator, that makes us more successful in our relationships, with our friends and family, with our partners. Makes us more successful in business, when we're doing business dealings, when we're dealing with customers, when we're working with coworkers. And it allows us to enjoy life more, because enjoying is not a thought. Even simply fact of enjoying something is, again, a feeling. So everything in our world revolves around feelings. Everything we do is for a feeling. We're always trying to gravitate towards going towards something that creates pleasure for us, or going away from something that creates pain for us. We're always doing one or the other, no matter what it is that we're doing in our life. From the way we dress, from what we do for work, from the people we hang around with, even the foods that we eat, the cars that we buy, every single thing. It's either giving us pleasure or trying to prevent pain. We're always trying to do one or the other. And pleasure and pain is, again, feeling, So develop that, work on that. It's easier said than done, but there's a lot of ways to kind of help you open up your feelings. And a lot of us that haven't been able to do this for a long time, it's gonna take a little work. It's gonna take a little work, but start to think about what you're truly happy about, what you're grateful about, what you appreciate, what you're thankful about, what you really, really love, things like that, so you can start to think in a feeling type of manner. So this way you can start to help you open up. So thanks for watching, and see y'all next time.